So you can tell you're making progress when you're not anxious that people who watch your videos will be like offended or like whatever about what you have to say in your videos. But when you're anxious that people will think you're crazy, then you've reached a whole nother level of self-acceptance and love, which you did not quite reach before. I'm leveling up, guys. Yeah. Because lately, my thinking's just been getting more and more abstract, which is great because that means that I have been healing in my mental health and getting healthier and becoming more of who I am on the inside without as much fear, but more of my abstract ways of thinking. And so, I'm curious as these videos progress that more of that will come out. And so, I think it was Jesse Shipley, right, who commented on my previous video about the dark matter stuff. Thank you for that. I think it was Jesse, but if I'm mistaken, please forgive me. But thank you for saying the thing about dark matter, because that got me researching, because I wanted to learn more about dark matter. And so I listened to several podcasts, and Brandon and I had a interesting discussion and did more research this evening on the concept of what dark matter is not, because it can't be defined of what dark matter is as of yet, but they can determine what dark matter is not. So, that being said, I have an interesting idea, a hypothetical way of thinking, a thought process of abstract nature, and that what if dark matter is in the universe and it makes up what the podcast I listened to said is that it makes up 80% of 80% of the matter that is in existence. And then I guess the other 20% is tangible matter, like me and this pillow and my cat and Brandon, the house, physical things. But if 80% of matter is an intangible form of dark matter, then that's pretty captivating. So if the void of space is, for the most part, not a void at all, and 80% of the universe is dark matter, which is a thing, but can't be visually perceived, and they can only be perceived through electromagnetic waves. Is that right, babe? Electromagnetic fields or electromagnetic waves?
Gravitational waves.
Oh, sorry. I thought it said electromagnetic as well. Gravitational waves. Scared Gretel. Gravitational waves. And so if that's the only way to perceive dark matter, but it could be traveling through, it travels through objects. And so it could be here right now, traveling through. What is it? Ooh, so intriguing. So, if dark matter could be traveling through you, traveling through me, or traveling right in front of my face and I can't even perceive it, and we can't comprehend what dark matter is, then why couldn't, when I feel the empty void inside of me and I say, oh, I just have the emptiness, and what if the emptiness is occurring and happening when dark matter passes through my body? Dark matter passes through me, and so the dark matter, which is intangible, then my body and my mind can't comprehend what it is that has come inside of me. And so then the only way that I can perceive it physically, emotionally, is as an emptiness, a void. But if dark matter isn't empty at all, but it is something, but it's a mysterious something, it's something that is incomprehensible, then what if what I perceive as a void of emptiness is actually just something that I cannot comprehend? And so this dark matter passing through me that I can't comprehend is, it fills me with a sense of loneliness or dread. But so what if all depression is really caused by dark matter? That's pretty curious. I talk about my shadow self enough, and my shadow roach, Lucius. I know I haven't really talked about Lucius that much, but Lucius is what I call my depression, what I have, but lately I've just been calling it shadow roach or shadow self. But so what if the other thought I have is, I was talking to Lolly on the phone today, and she doesn't have much capacity to be able to conversate about this right now because she's been studying for a lot of her stuff for school, for her physical therapy stuff. But so to get this theoretical and in-depth, it was a little bit there, and she's like, I can't do it right now, but that's okay. And what if what dark matter is, I like this theory a lot too, is that, well, we can't perceive spirits or souls unless you have like spirit detecting equipment or you have a supernatural gift to be able to see spirits. But for the most part, souls and spirits, if you believe in them, are intangible. You can't see them, you can't touch them. If I am a soul, if there is a soul inside of me and it isn't just electrons firing in my electrons and neurons and all these things firing in my brain to make you think that it could be a soul. What if I am a spirit, am a soul within this vessel, as I say, because that's how I talk about it, because that's what makes sense to me from my perspective. But what if souls and spirits are dark matter, and souls and spirits comprise of 80% of the universe, and so everything that's passed away and whatever else is then a soul or a spirit, or everything that has not yet become into a physical form? What if all of those souls and spirits, when you look through the emptiness of space, are dark matter, and they cannot be perceived, they cannot be seen? And so what if I am dark matter? What if the entity within me is dark matter? And so, yes, it is contained, but is it really though? And if dark matter is 80% of the universe, and there's a soul, and then it will eventually, when I pass away, be removed from this body and back out into the open void of existence, who's to say that dark matter isn't really just spirits? So, I'm getting super out there and theoretical, and I like it. And since if everything doesn't have meaning, then I could put meaning wherever I choose to put the meaning. And if I choose to believe this theory, then so be it. If I choose to believe anything, then so be it. And if you've been following me, not just on here, but if you've seen the books that I've made, and you understand what I have created, I have developed, I have explored the fractured dimension and uncovered such a wide array of creatures and various planets. And so, I mean, to do this sort of thing and think abstractly like this is nothing new. I think that is one of the main things I look for when building friendships. What helps me connect with people is people who can think abstractly and talk theoretical and ideas like this with me. It's really really inviting, and I'm glad to relate to people on this sort of level, those who can carry on conversations like this, because not everybody can. So it's cool with these vlogs to see the progress that I have made with my own mental health journey in feeling fear and shame so much previously in my videos, and then through making these really intense, vulnerable videos showing me crying, or showing me filled with anxiety, or showing me where you can literally see myself shut down and have to process and talk to myself to help me calm down, but also seeing me reveal secrets about myself that not everyone knows, such as the bisexual video or the pansexual video, or my truth and about my experiences growing up in a really strict religious church. It's been a very interesting process of vulnerability, and I'm glad to be on the journey, because the more vulnerable I am, and the more open I am about speaking my truth, the better I am becoming in not taking anyone's opinions personally, and just realizing that just like this is my own perspective, everyone has permission to have their own perspectives as well. And if I need to express my emotions in any certain way at any given time, that is completely acceptable, just as it is for any of you who might watch this. It's a really cool journey to be able to brainwash myself into thinking differently, and seeing the progress that I have made, and seeing that, hey, what I'm doing is working, and I'm getting crazy, but not in a sometimes it's scary. Like, hey, whoa, sounds like you're developing a new kind of mental illness. But, at least it isn't severe depression or anxiety anymore. But it's a willingness to pursue enlightenment, whatever that might be. And a willingness to see things and perceive things not just for what they are that my emotional brain wants to make of them, but for more than that, beyond that. It's cool to be able to distance myself from my physical form and begin the process of looking at things differently. And of course, I don't always do this, but it's getting more and more frequent the more that I brainwash myself, the more that I read spiritual books, the more that I let go of everything. There was a good quote. I think it was from one of my podcasts I listened to this morning from Infinite Waters. If you haven't listened to Infinite Waters yet on YouTube, you might want to look him up. Some of his stuff has been really helpful. I think I listened to 3 of his videos today. But what comes into her life, she lets come. What stays in her life, she lets stays. And what leaves her life, she lets go. I'm getting better at holding on to nothing. And that's kind of interesting too. Can you actually hold on to nothing? Like, is nothing a tangible form? Just like the emptiness and the void? But if you hold on to nothing, is nothing then something? Thanks, guys. I hope you're enjoying where these videos are heading and where this vlog seems to be going lately. Because it seems as though it's becoming more than just mental health, but I guess it's becoming philosophy. Maybe? Spiritualism? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Well, good night, guys. And be sure to like and subscribe. I can say that this video because I don't know, for some reason I can say it. Doesn't seem superficial because I feel like there's a lot more interesting things that I want to say. That I hope that people may want to conversate with me about or express your own opinions about my videos and what I say. I'm glad that the person who commented told me about dark matter. That was a great thing to research. Alright, good night.